Yeah, apparently Tory Lanez stabbed, poked up 14 times while he was in the pen.
Pause.
Right? Now, how did he get in the pen? By now, we already know. He was fucking around with Meg's drunk ass, and unfortunately, shit didn't work out for him, even though low-key he had a plea and would have maybe done less time. But listen, that's a different story for a different day. But Tory's locked up, right? Making hits, making songs or whatnot, and apparently somebody ordered a hit on him, at least that's what the street is saying, right, when he got stabbed 14 times. So long story less long, Tory got stabbed 14 times, right? But apparently, because the official people said he got stabbed, he got moved to a facility. His Instagram page said he got stabbed 14 times, had a collapsed lung, was able to get the fluid out there, and now he's breathing. He's fucking Tupac for real, right? And so aside from that, the day after he got stabbed, his lawyers was like, hey man, we got more evidence to prove Tory was telling the truth the entire time. Apparently a driver for Kelsey overheard her talking to the husband about how things happened. Apparently Kelsey pulled out the gun, started shooting a couple times. Tory being like the Superman, like, no, don't do it. Lunged at her arm, moved the gun a little bit, shot 2 more times as a little falling, right? And so is it coincidence? Is it the Rockefeller and them? Not Rockefeller. Is it not Rockefeller? Jay-Z and is it Jay-Z? Yeah, Jay-Z and them, who basically ordered the hit because they didn't want to reveal the truth about Meg, their superstar, all this other conspiracy shit going on. What do y'all think? Tory Lanez, the new Tupac, or no, that's not the topic, I'm sorry. Do you believe he was stabbed 14 times and no, that's not the topic. How do y'all feel about this new evidence? I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right, reading and talking at the same time. Does this make you believe Tory more, right? The coincidence of the stabbing and new evidence. How do y'all feel about the Tory Lanez case that just won't end for some reason?
I'll go ahead and jump into this one really quickly then. So I would say this. I find it interesting. So first, if he got stabbed all the many times and he survived, then kudos to you, sir, for being a survivor. You got a whole theme song just dedicated to you. I'm a survivor. Okay, I see. I can't sing. I don't have that confidence like that. But anyways, with that being said, so kudos to him for surviving. But there's some other conspiracy theories. You mentioned a lot of them, Nick, but another one was that this was a publicity stunt so that he can draw attention to the fact that his lawyers want to say, hey, we got new evidence. Because supposedly he's up and talking already again, even though his lungs, and they said both lungs had collapsed. So if both lungs collapsed, how the hell you got breath enough to talk? How the hell you off a ventilator already, only within 48 hours if both lungs collapse? So there's other conspiracies that are going around pertaining to this, largely saying that this was a publicity stunt to lead to them opening up his case, or so that his lawyers could say, he got stabbed this many times, but guess what? New evidence has come out and blah, 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 blah. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just like, damn, Megan, you just can't catch a break. First, you like 6 feet tall, fucking a midget. And now this midget keep coming at. He's like the gift that keeps giving. And I'm sorry. I just wish you can catch a break. I don't know what's going to happen in this case. I don't know if it's truth or lies or whatever the case. But we do know, as Jay said previously, something happened. Something happened to your big toe. Something happened that he ended up in jail for. Right? And so we know that there's something there. Now it's rather Kelsey. So maybe Kelsey should be in jail with Tory. I don't know what the case. Both people had their hands on the guns according to this news story. And that's how both, 2 more shots went off. And I think that Megan is actually getting the kind of a bad deal on this, because she originally didn't want to testify in the first place, nor was she the one who brought the charges. The state brought the charges, but everybody disregard that. And also, another reason why I think she's kind of getting the bad deal on this, she's still the victim. Her big toe was the one that got shot. She could have been walking around here with her equilibrium all toe up, because now she got, what's it called when your balance be off and stuff? I don't know. Was it vitiligo? Yeah, there it is. And I'm just like, come on, folks. Yeah, I was trying to think of, I knew it started with a V.
Vitiligo was crazy.
I was trying to think of what it was. It was coming to me. But so thank you for that. So
Vertigo.
I just think that whatever the case, yes. So I think whatever the case may be, I hope that the truth comes out, and whatever that truth may be, either exonerates or put Kelsey right there with him. Or, or at some point, I just think that folks need to stop hating on Megan. That's what I'm saying.
I was with you. I was right with you. To you, like, folks need to stop hating on Megan. And then, and I'm not for hating on nobody, okay? Because hate is a waste of your energy. There's a lot more to this story. Like, for instance, that Tory dated both Kelsey and Megan at some point, right? Like the fact that if you watch their documentaries, if you watch you watch the right three on Tubi, but no, if you watch if you watch documentaries, you'll see this idea that's being floated by his defense, it could have some legs. It really, really could. And to that end, and I'll wrap it up at this point because I'm not gonna get into bashing and hating. I will say though, I think, yeah, I guess I'll say a little more. So I think Megan brought it on herself and that's one fold and twofold. One fold, she brought it on herself if the story that started to go, the story that made the state file charges, that story wasn't 100% true, then she played some part in that. Now she may have been, who knows, influenced, whatever, for whatever reason. But that. Secondly, if she chose, there was a talk in the media, nothing was really known. And then Tory starts doing his songs and he talking, and then she get mad, I guess, or whatever, and she responds, and then now it's blown, and then things snowball. And which is one of the reasons why I think his parents felt like they were being persecuted media-wise or industry-wise or whatever. And I use the word persecuted because this may explain why he had the miraculous resurrection. You know, his family is church people. You know what I'm saying? They church going folks for real. Like, you know what I mean? They was like singing and praying in front of this, like for real. They legit. Like, they just shouting on Sunday, trying to clapping church people music. So what I'm saying is they believe in miracles. Miracles happen every day. And maybe Tory Lanez had his miracle. Maybe he's got another one coming. Maybe he's got a miracle coming in court. I pass.